shadows. The city outside is finally slowing down. A single glass resting on a wooden table, letting the heavy hours simply slip away. The streetlight paints a mural on the bedroom floor, drawing golden lines across the open door. I hear the distant hum of tires on the rain-slicked street, a quiet rhythm matching every slow heartbeat. The record spins a solitary, dusty tune, reflecting silhouettes against the silver moon. We leave the tangled worries of the day behind, and let this mellow current soothe the weary mind. Now the shadows start to stretch and softly sway, chasing all the loud and frantic noise away. I feel the temperature drop, the tempo slow, into the deep and comforting indigo. Wrap me up in the velvet and the amber light, lose the clock in the middle of the quiet night. Let the bass line walk us to a peaceful place, finding shelter in the warmth of your embrace. There is nothing we are rushing to figure out, just a saxophone washing over every doubt. We are floating on a river, vanilla gold, letting the beautiful midnight unfold. The ice is melting slowly in the crystal glass. We watch the slow procession of the minutes pass. You trace a lazy circle on my resting hand, a silent language only we can understand. The room is heavy with the scent of summer rain, washing off the remnants of the daily strain. A subtle chord is lingering inside the air, and suddenly we find we have no burdens there. Now the shadows start to stretch and softly sway, chasing all the loud and frantic noise away. I feel the temperature drop, the tempo slow, into the deep and comforting indigo. Wrap me up in the velvet and the amber light, lose the clock in the middle of the quiet night. Let the bass line walk us to a peaceful place, finding shelter in the warmth of your embrace. There is nothing we are rushing to figure out, just a saxophone washing over every doubt. We are floating on a river, a la gold, letting the beautiful midnight unfold. Let the nice and deep, in the waking moments just before the sleep. Every harmony is wrapping around our souls, filling up the empty spaces, making us whole. We breathe in the magic of the darkness brings. Wrap me up in the velvet and the amber light. Lose the clock in the middle of the quiet night. Let the bass line walk us to a peaceful place, finding shelter in the warmth of your embrace. There is nothing we are rushing to figure out, just a saxophone washing over every doubt. We are floating on a river of vanilla gold, letting the beautiful midnight unfold. The final chord is echoing around the room, fading softly into the sweet perfume. Just a gentle whisper on the midnight breeze, resting softly, completely at ease. Let the needle drop on the dust, breathe out the weight of the day. Just you, me, and the amber glow. Yeah, slow it all the way down. The city outside is a blur of neon and rain, but in this room we're shedding the skin of the pain. Shadows are dancing like smoke on the bedroom wall. I'm leaning into the silence, letting it fall. Fall your head on my shoulder, a rhythm so steady and deep. A sanctuary woven from secrets we promised to keep. Yeah, the world is spinning too fast for my heavy mind, but hearing your gravity piece isn't so hard to find. Take my hand and pull the curtains tight. We're slipping through the cracks of the night. No clocks to watch, no rush in the dawn, just a frequency we're resting upon. We are floating in a quiet orbit, wrapped up in the warmth of the sound. Let the heavy atmosphere absorb it, while our feet are leaving the ground. It's just honey dripping through the dark, catching every little glowing spark. We are floating in a quiet orbit, and I never want to come back down. Coffee is cold, but the feeling is perfectly warm. Shelter we built in the center of yesterday's storm. You trace a line on my palm with the tip of your phone, erasing the rushing and leaving my anxiousness numb. All a low frequency hum vibrating under the floor. I don't need to look for a magical exit door. Yeah, your breathing is matching the slow, steady beat of the snare. There's nothing but velvet and intimacy in the air. Take my hand and pull the curtains tight. We're slipping through the cracks of the night. No clocks to watch, no rush in the dawn. Just a frequency we're resting upon. We are floating in a quiet orbit, wrapped up in the warmth of the sound. Let the heavy atmosphere absorb it, while our feet are leaving the ground. It's just honey dripping through the dark, catching every little glowing spark. We are floating in a quiet orbit, and I never wanna come back down. Every second is a drop of sweet molasses, reflecting the glow in our empty glasses. We're drifting away on a sonic breeze, lost in the pocket with absolute ease. Let the universe spin, let the galaxies fade. I'm keeping my soul in the heaven we made. We are floating in a quiet orbit, wrapped up in the warmth of the sound. Let the heavy atmosphere absorb it, while our feet are leaving the ground. It's just honey dripping through the dark, catching every little glowing spark. We are floating in a quiet orbit, and I never wanna come back down. Never coming down. No, staying right here in the light. Drifting on the crackle of the vinyl. At night to the noise, good night. The needle hits the dust upon the wax. A sudden hiss, a heavy breath is sinking back. Golden street lights bleed through the open blinds. Time slows down to leave the anxious world behind. Shadows stretch across the hardwood floor, while city sirens sing right outside my door. But in this room the air is thick and sweet, caught inside the rhythm of a slower heartbeat. I watch the smoke curl up into the dark, a quiet little fire, a solitary spark. The coffee in my cup is turning cold, but tonight's a different kind of story to be told. Let the evening wash away the gray. Every heavy thought begins to drift and sway. We are floating in the amber and the gold, a neo-soul sanctuary taking hold. Pour it out like midnight honey, rich and slow, worth more than money. Let the brass and the bass line intertwine, a vintage flavor aged just like wine. Drop the tempo, feel the heavy groove. We've got absolutely nothing left to prove, just spinning in this velvet secret language spoken in the dark, echoing across the empty city park. I close my eyes and let the rhythm steer. There is nowhere else I wanna be but here. Let the evening wash away the gray. Every heavy thought begins to drift and sway. We are floating in the amber and the gold, a neo-soul sanctuary taking hold. Pour it out like midnight honey, rich and slow, worth more than money. Let the brass and the bass land entwine, a vintage flavor aged just like wine. Drop the tempo, feel the heavy groove. We got absolutely nothing left to prove, just spinning in this velvet state of mind, leaving all the tangled rush of day behind. A sudden shift, the syncopation catches on the snare. A saxophone confession floating upward in the air. The walking bass is wandering down cobblestone streets, finding magic in the spaces in between the beats. Breathe it in, let the harmony unfold. A sudden rush of warmth against the winter cold. Pour it out like midnight honey, rich and slow, worth more than money. Let the brass and the bass line intertwine, a vintage flavor aged just like wine. Drop the tempo, feel the heavy groove. We got absolutely nothing left to prove, just spinning in this velvet state of mind, leaving all the tangled rush of day behind. The embers fade down to a quiet glow. The brush against the snare is whispering so slow. One last note suspended in the deep, drifting off into a peaceful sleep.
The needle drops softly into the groove. Dust dances in the amber glow of the lamp. Outside, the city sleeps under a blanket of mist. Here, there is nothing but time. Raindrops tapping out a rhythm on the window pane. I watch the water blur the neon out in the rain. The heavy coat of evening settles on the floor. We leave the heavy world outside the heavy wooden door. Shadows stretching out across the faded Persian rug, caught inside the warmth of this familiar quiet hug. The coffee goes cold, but the atmosphere is sweet, floating in the pocket of this slow and steady beat. The brass begins to murmur from the corner of the room, chasing away the lingering edge sound, lifting up our spirits till we barely touch the ground. Welcome to the velvet hours of the night, where everything is bathed in golden light. We let the record spin and wash the day away. There's nowhere else to be, there's nothing left to say. Just a melody wrapping around our weary souls, filling up the empty spaces, making us whole. Lost inside the rhythm of a saxophone sigh, watching all the beautiful and quiet moments fly. Candle flickers burning down to the wax. I trace the piano lines running on these vintage tracks. Your head upon my shoulder, breathing slow and deep, caught halfway between a waking dream and heavy sleep. The harmony is dripping like honey from the keys, blowing through the living room like a summer breeze. We don't need a conversation to understand the mood, savoring the sweetness of this peaceful solitude. The brass begins to murmur from the corner of the room, chasing away the lingering edges of the gloom. Every breath we take is sinking up into the sound, lifting up our spirits till we barely touch the ground. Welcome to the velvet hours of the night, where everything is bathed in golden light. We let the record spin and wash the day away. There's nowhere else to be, there's nothing left to say. Just a melody wrapping around our weary souls, filling up the empty spaces, making us whole. Lost inside the rhythm of a saxophone sigh, watching all the beautiful and quiet moments fly. Wash over, let the bass line sink down deep. This is the sanctuary that we promised we would keep. The static of the day dissolves into a smooth refrain. Nothing left of sorrow and nothing left of pain, just the syncopated heartbeat of the here and now. We made it through the madness, we made it through somehow. Welcome to the velvet hours of the night, where everything is bathed in golden light. We let the record spin and wash the day away. There's nowhere else to be, there's nothing left to say. Just a melody wrapping around our weary souls, filling up the empty spaces, making us whole. Lost inside the rhythm of a saxophone sigh, watching all the beautiful and quiet moments fly. Finds the center, the music softly fades, resting in the comfort of the memories we made. just the vinyl crackle and the dying embers glow. Nowhere left to hurry, nowhere left to go. The city sleeps below a blanket of neon rain. A needle drops gently on the spinning vinyl. Warm chords fill the empty space in this room. Just you, me, and the quiet hour. The amber glow of a single candle burns, casting long shadows everywhere my body turns. I hear the rhythm of the city breathing slow, while the heavy drops of water streak the window. A glass of bourbon resting on the bedside table. We left the busy world behind as far as we were able. The velvet darkness wraps around our whispered words, the sweetest midnight melody that I have ever heard. The temperature is rising in this dimly lit space. I trace the gentle contours of your sleeping face. A shiver down my spine as you pull me close. This is the secret sanctuary we love the most. We are a midnight silhouette against the wall, losing our balance, catching each other as we fall, wrapped in the warmth of a slow and steady groove, speaking 1,000 words in the way that we move. Let the saxophone cry out into the dark, leaving a permanent impression on my heart. Time is standing still in the quiet of the storm, safe in your arms, completely sheltered and more. The jazz is drifting through the heavy evening air, my fingers getting tangled in your messy hair. You open up your eyes and give a sleepy smile, and ask me if I wanna stay another while. I pull the linen sheets up above our shoulders, forgetting we are constantly getting older. Right now it is only rhythm and a sultry sax, laying here on the pillows, just leaning back. The temperature is rising in this dimly lit space. I trace the gentle contours of your sleeping face. A shiver down my spine as you pull me close. This is the secret sanctuary we love the most. We are a midnight silhouette against the wall, losing our balance, catching each other as we fall, wrapped in the warmth of a slow and steady groove, speaking 1,000 words in the way that we move. Let the saxophone cry out into the dark, leaving a permanent impression on my heart. Time is standing still in the quiet of the storm, safe in your arms, completely sheltered and warm. The cymbals crash like distant thunder rolling by, and there is absolute magic looking in your eye. No place to be, nowhere that we have to go, just swaying together, sensually and slow. The melody swells and the bass line dives deep, a promise of forever that I intend to keep. We are a midnight silhouette against the wall, losing our balance, catching each other as we fall, wrapped in the warmth of a slow and steady groove, speaking 1,000 words in the way that we move. Let the saxophone cry out into the dark, leaving a permanent impression on my heart. Time is standing still in the quiet of the storm. Say the city sleeps beneath a blanket of gray. Neon lights bleed through the rain on the glass. Let the heavy world slowly fade away. Right here, right now, we let the hours pass. A sudden hush falls over the avenue. The rumble of the traffic starts to stall. I pour a glass of burgundy for you and watch your shadow dancing on the wall. The record spins a quiet, dusty groove, a crackle in the silence of the space. There is no place that we are meant to move. I just wanna memorize the contours of your face. A minute hand forgets its steady pace. The universe is shrinking to this room. We slip into a timeless warm embrace, like midnight orchids breaking into bloom. We are living midnight in slow motion, sailing on a deep and quiet ocean, leaving all the frantic days behind us, where the rushing morning cannot find us. Skin on skin, we find our own dimension, lost inside this beautiful suspension. Every breath is sweeter than the last. We are moving slow, while time goes fast. The embers in the fireplace softly glow, painting amber colors on the floor. Outside the wind is blowing cold and low, but we have locked the winter past the door. You trace a lazy circle on my hand, a language that we never have to speak. We are drifting through a secret wonderland, finding every solitary comfort that we seek. The minute hand forgets its steady pace. The universe is shrinking to this room. We slip into a timeless warm embrace, like midnight orchids breaking into bloom. We are living midnight in slow motion, sailing on a deep and quiet ocean, leaving all the frantic days behind us, where the rushing morning cannot find us. Skin on skin, we find our own dimension, lost inside this beautiful suspension. Every breath is sweeter than the last. We are moving slow, while time goes fast. A distant star, every single second I can borrow, I will spend exactly where we are. Let the rhythm hold us in its swaying. This is the only music worth playing. We are living midnight in slow motion, sailing on a deep and quiet ocean, leaving all the frantic days behind us, where the rushing morning cannot find us. Skin on skin, we find our own dimension, lost inside this beautiful suspension. Every breath is sweeter than the last. We are moving slow, while time goes fast. The record fades into a velvet hum. The morning light is still so far away, safe inside the quiet we have become. In this slow motion, I will always stay.
Needle drops on the dusty groove. Raindrops paint the window in heavy amber streets. The city outside is rushing nowhere, but in this room, time is standing completely still. Shadows stretch across the hardwood floor, tracing the outline of the heavy oak door. I steep a cup of something dark and sweet, watching the headlights reflecting on the street. The radiator hums a quiet, steady tune, caught in the glow of a lazy paper moon. Wrapped in the wool of an oversized sweater, I do not think I have ever felt any better. The world is spinning out of our control, but I found a rhythm for my restless soul. Let the heavy clouds do whatever they please. I am floating on a midnight breeze in the velvet midnight rain, washing away the daylight's pain. Every drop is a softly spoken word, the sweetest lullaby I have ever heard. So let the record spin around again, lost in the comfort of the midnight rain. Nothing to prove and nowhere to be, just this beautiful jazz, the shadows and me. A trumpet whispers from the corner speaker cone, making me glad that I am sitting here alone. The scent of cedar wood and burning sage, turning the memory to a brand new page. A neon sign flickers from across the avenue, bathing the ceiling in a shade of electric blue. I close my eyes and let my weary spirit fly, watching the quiet of the midnight rolling by. The world is spinning out of our control, but I found a rhythm for my restless soul. Let the heavy clouds do whatever they please. I am floating on a midnight breeze in the velvet midnight lane, washing away the daylight's pain. Every drop is a softly spoken word, the sweetest lullaby I've ever heard. So let the record spin around again, lost in the comfort of the midnight rain. Nothing to prove and nowhere to be, just this beautiful jazz, the shadows and me. Sometimes the silence is a heavy weight to bear, but tonight it feels like breathless golden round. The static pops and crackles in the dark, striking a tiny everlasting spark. I breathe it in and let the tension fade, safe in the quiet sanctuary I have made. In the velvet midnight rain, washing away the daylight's pain. Every drop is a softly spoken word, the sweetest lullaby I have ever heard. So let the record spin around again, lost in the comfort of the midnight rain. Nothing to prove and nowhere to be, just this beautiful jazz, the shadows and me. The needle lifts, the final chord decays, lost in the warmth of a rainy amber haze. I pull the blanket up and close my heavy eyes, fading away under quiet city skies.
The needle drops on the dusty groove, motes of dust dance in the amber light. We leave the heavy world at the door, just let the tempo take the night. Raindrops are racing down the window pane, tracing a map of all the places we have been. The city hums a low, electric kind of song, but in this living room the quiet feels so strong. Pouring a cup of something dark and bittersweet, leaving behind the frantic rhythm of the street. Your silhouette is painted softly by the fire, as every shadow pulls the midnight closer, higher. The trumpet swells and sweeps away the cold, a gentle story waiting to be told. The snare is snapping on the offbeat of my heart. This is the moment where the healing gets to start. We are just floating on a warm and mellow breeze, lost in the comfort of these velvet melodies. The upright bass is walking softly through the room, chasing away the lingering traces of the gloom. Give me a slow and steady kind of groove, no place to be and absolutely nothing left to prove. We wrap ourselves inside a blanket made of sound, the sweetest peace that any wandering soul has found. Stripped down to nothing but a solitary chord, this is the quiet that we finally can afford. A silver moon is peeking out behind the clouds, far from the voices of the complicated crowds. You close your eyes and let the rhythm take the lead. This slow connection is the only thing we need. The guitar plucks a lazy, complicated line, and in this atmosphere our lonely worlds align. The trumpet swells and sweeps away the cold, a gentle story waiting to be told. The snare is snapping on the offbeat of my heart. This is the moment where the healing gets to start. We are just floating on a warm and mellow breeze, lost in the comfort of these velvet melodies. The upright bass is walking softly through the room, chasing away the lingering traces of the gloom. Give me a slow and steady kindred kind of groove. No place to be and absolutely nothing left to prove. We wrap ourselves inside a blanket made of sound, the sweetest peace that any wandering soul has found. And the guitar begin to intertwine, pouring a rhythm that goes down like vintage wine. The tempo rises just a fraction in the haze, a syncopated magic catching in the blaze. We hold our breath and let the harmonies collide, riding the crest of this deeply soulful tide. We are just floating on a warm and mellow breeze, lost in the comfort of these velvet melodies. The upright bass is walking softly through the room, chasing away the lingering traces of the gloom. Give me a slow and steady conic kind of groove. No place to be and absolutely nothing left to prove. We wrap ourselves inside a blanket made of sound, the sweetest peace that any wandering soul has found. The saxophone is playing softly through the dark, leaving a gentle, everlasting kind of groove. The Rhodes piano fades into the quiet deep, just vinyl crackles as we drift away to sleep. that spins a quiet hum, a golden glow across the room. The city sleeps below the glass, while shadows let the midnight pass. The needle drops upon the groove and catches on the side. The amber liquid in my glass reflects the velvet sky. A mellow breeze is slipping through the crack beside the door. It dances with the candle smoke across the hardwood floor. I watch the headlights paint the walls in strokes of fading gold. A quiet kind of poetry that never will grow old. There is a rhythm in the dark, a gentle breathing pace, a tender frequency of peace that settles in this space. The bass line walks down the avenue of my mind, leaving all the heavy noise of yesterday behind. A subtle shimmer in the air begins to slowly rise. I let the melody unspool and close my heavy eyes, will wrap me in the warm analog glow, where the hours run deep and the tempo is slow. Let the saxophone cry out a beautiful truth in this midnight sanctuary, a fountain of youth. There is nowhere to be, there is nothing to prove, just a soul floating weightless inside of the groove. Let the chords wash away every shadow of gray. In the warm analog glow, I will beautifully stay. The neon signs are flickering, a ruby shade of red, but inside here a silken peace is wrapping round my head. The electric piano whispers like a lover in the dark, striking little matches that illuminate a spark. I trace the rim of empty glass and listen to the rain, a soft that cracks from weeping on the bedroom window pane. The world outside is rushing by, but we are standing still, lost inside a harmony that climbs a quiet hill. The bass line walks down the avenue of my mind, leaving all the heavy noise of yesterday behind. A subtle shimmer in the air begins to slowly rise. I let the melody unspool and close my heavy eyes, will wrap me in the warm analog glow, where the hours run deep and the tempo is slow. Let the saxophone cry out a beautiful truth in this this midnight sanctuary, a fountain of you. There is nowhere to be, there is nothing to prove. Just a soul floating weightless inside of the groove. Let the chords wash away every shadow of gray. In the woman I love, I will beautifully stay. Now the strings swell up like a tide on the shore, bringing deep revelations I've ever knew before. Guitar and the brass intertwine in the smoke, speaking the language that lovers have spoke. It's a peak of emotion, a crest of the tide, a beautiful feeling where shadows can hide. Oh, wrap me in the warm and love glow, where the hours run deep and the tempo is slow. Let the saxophone cry out a beautiful truth. In this midnight sanctuary, a fountain of you. There is nowhere to be, there is nothing to prove. Just a soul floating weightless inside of the groove. Let the chords wash away every shadow of gray. In the warm and hollow glow, I will beautifully. Raindrops trace slow paths down the window pane. The scent of roasted beans fills the dim room. A soft glow from the corner lamp pushes back the gray. Time slows down to the rhythm of a stirring spoon. The city rushes by outside these fogged up doors. Umbrellas bloom like flowers in the sudden storm. But in this little corner with the polished wooden floors, the air is sweet and heavy, keeping secrets warm. I trace the rim of porcelain with an idle hand, watching passing headlights blur into a golden hue. There is a quiet rhythm I finally understand, finding a gentle magic that I never really knew. The shadows stretch a little longer across the tile. The steam begins to fade into the amber air. I haven't felt this settled in a long, long while, leaving all the heavy burdens that I used to bear. Here comes the rain on the glass, washing the rush away. Here is the melody playing softly in the gray. Let the world keep spinning out there in the cold. I have a Just the rain on the glass, making a space for me. A couple in the corner laughs in hushed and quiet tones. The barista wipes the counter with a practiced grace. Even the stray cat finds a shelter from the cobblestones, curling up beside the heater in this hiding place. I turn the pages of a book I haven't really read, letting the music do the talking in the candle shine. The frantic noise of yesterday is safely put to bed, replaced by a slow bass walking a velvet line. The shadows stretch a little longer across the tile. The steam begins to fade into the amber air. I haven't felt this settle in a long, long while, leaving all the heavy burdens that I used to bear. Here comes the rain on the glass, washing the rush away. Here is the melody playing softly in the gray. Let the world keep spinning out there in the cold. I have a warm cup of peace that I can softly hold. Let the saxophone weep a slow and steady tune. Let the afternoon surrender to the early moon. There is nothing I need, there is nowhere to be. Just the rain on the glass, making a space for me. Every drop that falls is a second ticking by, but I am not afraid of losing any time today. There is a smoky comfort beneath the heavy sky, a shelter where the restless thoughts are chased away. Let the brass and the woodwind carry me along, wrapped inside the safety of a lazy, jazzy song. Here comes the rain on the glass, washing the rush away. Here is the melody playing softly in the gray. Let the world keep spinning out there in the cold. I have a warm cup of peace that I can softly hold. Let the saxophone weep a slow and steady tune. Let the afternoon surrender to the early moon. There is nothing I need, there is nowhere to be. Just the rain on the glass, making a space for me. The final chord lingers softly in the warm air. A silver drop falls gently from the awning above. I leave a little quiet piece of my spirit dead, fading into silence, wrapped in a mellow love.